What does Irn Bru have to do with milk tanker stability? Keep watching and you'll find out. Hello and welcome everybody to another SwanSong Trucker video. Today we're going to be looking at milk tanker stability and what's that got to do with Irn Bru. The mystery shall be revealed. Anyway, we're heading off to Girvan. We're just leaving Mauchline Yard and we're heading away for a nice run along the coast to Nestle at Girvan. So sit back and relax and enjoy your run, and thank you for coming with me. It's been a nice day today, very warm, a wee bit cloudy now, a wee bit muggy, but still nice. How's the weather in your part of the world? In fact, if you don't mind, in the comments, just say where you're from, please. I'd appreciate that. As I said before, this video is about tanker stability, and obviously it's very important because if you've got this size, 28,500 litres of milk sloshing about, you've got to be really careful when you're driving it. So this wee video will just explain a bit about what happens. I always get the heebie-jeebies going under this bridge. It's 13.6, which is very low for the trucks that I was used to before I drove milk tankers. Most of the trailers that I hauled would be 14 feet at the lowest, and maybe 15.9 and 16 feet 3. I still feel weird going under that bridge. So this is the lovely wee village of Mauchline. This is where the yard is for TP Niven Mauchline Milk Depot. A lot of cars parked today. Normally during the day it's not too bad, but must be something on. So we're heading to Girvan, towards Girvan, so we'll go take a left here. Come on, old girl. That's the milk sloshing about, confusing the gearbox. That's just one of the things that happens, especially with automatics. So we're heading out on the B743 towards there, towards the A77. So here we are, we're just coming into the wee village of Fulford. And this is just a good example of curves, hills, gradients that affect you when you're driving a tanker. So I'm taking my time, I've got the exhaust brake on. Trying to avoid any sudden jerky movements because that just moves the milk. Basically nice and gentle. But because we've got 28,500 litres on, basically our weight is just under 44 tonnes. So that's a lot of weight, you know, hurtling down wee roads like this. So you just take your time and go, canny. Beautiful wee road this, I like this road. Dare I say it, beautiful Scotland. Is that got to be my catchphrase? Yeah, like YouTubers or whatever have a catchphrase. Is that my catchphrase? You tell me in the comments. Beautiful Scotland. Because it is beautiful. I'm very proud to be Scottish. So that's us now at the A77. Belfield roundabout. That here. Beeping noise is with average speed cameras. That big yellow pole there. I won't comment on my speeding habits, although the Scottish Government is in the process, is going through the process at the moment that Scotland will be coming in line with England. Finally, it's been a good few years that England have had a 50 miles an hour speed limit for HGVs on single carriageways. So the Scottish Government is finally getting themselves sorted out, and there isn't a date yet, but it's been approved, so it's just a matter of the legislation coming through. And we shall be allowed to do 50 miles an hour on a single carriageway, because at the moment we're still restricted to 40 miles per hour. So I won't comment on that. Anyways, we're approaching this roundabout. I'll just tell you what I do when I come into a roundabout like this. It's quite a tight roundabout, it's got a bad camber on it. So I'm well away from the roundabout and I start braking now. Now what I'm doing when I'm braking, I'm not stabbing at the brakes, I'm just pressing gently, putting gentle pressure on the brake pedal to stop the milk moving as much. I'll keep an eye on the traffic to see if anybody's turning round the roundabout in front of me. There's nothing on the other side. I've got my speed according to the roundabout, and it is quite a bad camber, and just go around it nice and canny. And that's just through that roundabout. And there's quite a few lorries cowed in that roundabout, overturned. So just be careful. But it's just, as I say, braking very gently. And it's the same with this one down here. This one's actually a bit worse because we're on quite a steep hill in the approach to it. So again, nice gentle braking pressure, the engine brake is doing a bit of braking as well, and I'll just let it do its thing so we can get round the roundabout safely. And all that liquid is now pushing towards the front of the tank, and now it's going from side to side because we're going round the roundabout, and you can feel it, and that's us through. Basically it feels like you're in a small boat in the gentle waves just bobbing about. So the way I drive, I just drive very not defensively, I just drive, I'm well ahead of where I actually am. I find a lot of lorry drivers would say that you have to be. A lot of car drivers can't see any further than their bonnet, and it really shows. But I'm looking well ahead in front of those two cars that just overtook me. I'm looking right round that corner to see what's happening. It's all clear. Could be a tractor waiting to pull out. Could be somebody turning left, turning right. So you're looking far, far in advance. You see round that corner where the traffic's going round, there's no brake lights. So it's just stuff like that. You learn through experience. I'm not a professional instructor or driving instructor or anything, but I have got 30 odd years of experience in driving these things. Although when I started driving milk tankers, that was quite a shock to the system because of the movement of the load. But once you get used to it and you drive accordingly, it's no problem. What do you guys drive, guys and gals out there? What do you drive? Is it class 1, class 2? Is it fridges, curtain siders, tankers? Let me know in the comments, please. Just came out of Cosworth there, and we're just still in the A77 heading towards Girvan. Now if you look to your left here, we're just coming up to a junction. If you've watched my video about collecting milk from farms, that's the road that I came out of when I was in the rigid truck and I was heading to Girvan. And that's the road just up to the left there. That's where I came out of. And if you haven't watched it, please go and watch it. This is only my third video, so I'm still very, very rubbish at it. So if you just bear with me, hopefully I'm getting slightly better with each one I do. But I really appreciate the fact that, you know, all the people that have watched it and had comments and everything. It's fantastic, so thank you very much. Really appreciate it. But today we're not on a farm run today. We haven't collected milk from a farm. I've collected milk from the depot in a trunker trailer. So I do have a mix of the both of them. Mainly trunking nowadays. I'm still occasionally doing farms. Again, just braking nice and gently, letting the exhaust brake do its thing. Very busy road today. That's us, nearly there, just coming into Greenstone Industrial Estate, just outside Girvan. It's a fair wee climb into it. It's quite interesting when it's wet or icy. See, because we're going uphill, all the milk is at the back. Well, we're getting traction because it's dry. One of our boys, I think. Some lard boy. So we've arrived at Girvan. We're now in the process of offloading our milk, or tipping our milk. Nice wee run along the coast. And it's It's hard to explain how it feels when you're driving a truck with a tanker on with liquid in it. I've never driven tankers, powder tankers. You have powder tankers. What are they like? Is anybody watching drive a powder tanker? I've interesting to hear what they're like to drive. I've driven many loads in my time. It's kind of worst loads I've ever driven with the curtain siders are cable board, and a lot of you drivers have been nodding your head at that one. It's very very slippy stuff, even when it's really strapped in really tight. You've got to be really canny on the corners. In fact, I prefer doing the milk, because at least the milk's in a confined space, whereas with the cable board it can really slip and bulge out your curtains, and yeah, that's not good. So anyway, the whole point of this video was to tell you about the connection between Irn Bru and milk tanker stability. So if you've got a 2 litre bottle of juice, Irn Bru's the one. In fact, Irn Bru outsells Coca-Cola in Scotland, so there you go. That's our other national drink. I want some commission, Irn Bru. If you have a 2 litre bottle, right, and you feel the weight of it and how it sloshes about, and that's just 2 litres. Now, it's 28,500 litres in the back of this tank that I've just hauled up here. So that's 28.5 tonnes of liquid sloshing about. And that's why the way I work it for my wee system, it's called A, B, C. And the A stands for accelerate gently, and the B stands for brake gently, and the C stands for corner gently. And that's simple as that. That's the way I do it. It's common sense, really. ABC, and I do that religiously, because I don't want to cowp a lorry. I do not want to do that. I mean, touch hairy wood, I've never had a serious accident in my 30 odd years of driving, and I want to keep it that way. And that's all I can basically say. As I said before, I'm not a professional HGV driving instructor. I'm just an ordinary guy, ordinary lorry driver doing his job, and I love this job, I really do. I enjoy it. I'm getting to the stage in my career, I'm approaching my 60s, so I'm getting to the stage in my career where I'm quite happy just to sit and chill and not handball, pallets and pallets of stuff, and bags and tread air and carpets, and oh goodness knows what I've done over the years. But it's just like anything, once you've done it a few times, and I've had a few frights with milk tankers, I have, but as long as you learn from those mistakes and put them into place so it doesn't happen again. I've had a few frights when I thought, this has got to go over. Not so much with Nivens, but when I first started years ago, just because I think the trailers are a lot better, because there's actually baffles inside. That's your trailer, and there's baffles actually inside the tank, and that cuts down on the movement of the milk. So I think that really helps a lot. And also some of our trailers have automatic brakes. If it thinks you're going into a corner too hard, it actually automatically puts on the trailer brakes to stop it going over. But I don't like it when it does that, because that means you're going a bit hard. So, and some people will be watching this laughing at that. And also when you're, especially on farm runs, if you're collecting farms, obviously when you go to your first farm you're completely empty, and then you maybe put on 10,000 litres. So that's your tank, and it's only full up to about here. So obviously it really sloshes about, and then you go to your next farm and see you've got another 10,000, so it's about 3/4 there. It's still sloshing about, backwards, forwards, sideways, and eventually when you get to your last farm and you've got 26.5 on, or your trunker trailer with 28.5, it's a lot better because it's not got as much room to move about in the tanker, so that does help. So accordingly, when you are part loaded, they call it part loaded, just drive really slowly, because it really moves about and it can cause unintentional manoeuvres. That'd be a good name for a band, unintentional manoeuvres. Anyway, I'm havering now. I'll join you in the way back when we're heading back to Buckley. And that's us unloaded from Girvan, and we're now heading back to Buckley. This is my Friday, even though it's only Wednesday, so yeah, that gets a bit confusing. Basically we work 5 on, 3 off, so, and it's like a rolling shift. So I've done my 5 days, this is my 5th day, and it is a Wednesday, but it's my Friday. So, and I'm very pleased. I'm only at Girvan, I'm only an hour away from the yard, so that's good. I'll get in here and CIP the trailer, which means clean the inside of the tanker, and drop that and hook up to another trailer for the night shift, and that'll be me. I will do a video about the CIP, about the cleaning in progress, as in, you know, the cleaning of the inside of the tanker. I will do that, and I'll also do a wee video of changing trailers, you know, because that's quite important, obviously, to do it right. Hopefully you'll tune in for them. I love the views you get from here on the right hand side. That's why I've got the camera facing that way. It's absolutely stunning. It's a wee bit hazy today because of the heat. It's kind of, but you get the general idea of the Ayrshire Vista. Beautiful Scotland. Oh no, I've said it again. It's beautiful though, isn't it?
Revolutions start in the strangest places. You've got to remember who you are. Politicians with their sugar-coated pills will tell you anything to sell their soul. Just don't try to change me, don't try to change me. I said please, don't try to change me. Now baby, you love me, but you keep on trying to change me, turning me in to someone I don't know. I'm a rocker and a roller, I'm a camouflage joker. I've got so much love flowing in my veins. So don't try to change me, don't try to change me. I said please, don't try to change me, don't try to change me, don't try to change me. I said please, don't try to change me. I said please, don't try to change me. I said please, don't try to change me. She's got eyes that shine like the midday sun. She makes me feel like I'm the only one. When we make love, she leaves me satisfied. When she smiles, she lights up my life. Got love enough to go around. She builds me up and she knocks me down. She holds me in her arms, comforts me. I lie there still, she sets me free. Got eyes that shine like the midnight sun. She makes me feel like I'm the only one. When we make love, I leave her satisfied. When she smiles, she lights up my life. Oh,
Now is that not a beautiful wee run back to the yard? Absolutely gorgeous, stunning, beautiful Scotland. So anyway, I just want to thank you for coming along with me on another wee adventure, and hopefully you've learned something about milk tanker stability. It's not, you don't have to be scared of it, you just have to respect it and drive accordingly. At least that's the way I do it. Thanks very much, and I'll see you in the next one.